In 40 seconds, really showing the form, Chris, of the Oklahoma State explosive passing teams of recent years, a pass game that's been dormant almost all day. And the Moors, Charlie and Tracy, out of the witness protection program on that drive.
Well, they made big plays with their team, and the whole key was Clint Chel getting in rhythm, and by going up tempo and getting him in rhythm, really helped this offense play to its full potential, and they started attacking downfield. And Charlie Moore made a great play in that in route. Sean, he came back for the football, understanding that he was going to take a shot from Gabe Lynn, but he made the play when the play needed to be made. That's what seniors do in rivalry games.
"89 yards, 7 plays. Rowland scored all 3 Cowboy touchdowns. Chelf was 4 for 4 for 84 of those 89 yards.
Plenty of time here if you're the Sooner offense. You got a veteran that's played a lot. Blake
Just
Bell.
the 1 timeout left. That hurts. Had to use one on defense very early in the half. Kip Smith. Short kickoff. Caught on the run by Brennan Clay. And he's taken down at the 34-yard line. Dion Amade, special teams tackle. Tomorrow night on ESPN, don't miss the bowl selection show. We'll unveil all of the matchups for the bowl season. The experts will preview most anticipated games, reaction from head coaches and players as the games are revealed. It's the bowl selection show tomorrow night at 9 on ESPN, also live on Watch ESPN. Will the Cowboys be going to the Fiesta Bowl? That question will be answered in 1 minute and 41 seconds.
It'll be interesting to see what Glenn Spencer, the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, decides to do. Keep the pressure or play a little safe so nothing gets behind.
Blake Bell. They set up a screen. Sterling Shepard going to be spotted down just short of the first down at the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, under 1.5 minutes to go. Zach Craig made the tackle.
It's amazing how the passing game has just gotten involved in this football game out of the blue.
Bell 6 out of 9 off the bench. They rush 3. Bell throws, caught at the Oklahoma State 40-yard line. Shepard again. They'll mark it at the 39. Daquan Lowe the tackle, 18 yards. Back come the Sooners.
A confident throw, Sean. Thrown to a spot, trusting that his receiver would be there, and he was.
Bell throws over the middle, too far out in front of his intended target, Jalen Saunders. There is a flag down. He was gesturing that Zach Craig had a hold of him, and the official on the far side of the field agrees.
Well, Jalen Saunders can work some moves in the slot, and that's tough duty for safety Zach Craig to line up over top.
Pass interference, defense, first down.
Right here. Now watch this move. This is tough duty for Craig. Understanding where his help is. See that little shake? He gets inside, and Craig is probably wise to hold on that because he's got clear sailing to the safeties if he doesn't get the pool.
Good call. And the official on the far sideline had a very good angle of the jersey yank. Bell out of the gun. Throws single coverage for Bester. Jump ball! And it is intercepted! And ruled incomplete now. Gilbert had it and couldn't hang on.
Well, I don't know if I want to attack the best corner in the country in one-on-one coverage, and Josh Gilbert has the ball secured, and give credit to Bester.
They're going to review that, certainly.
Let's see.
Did he have possession of the ball? I mean, he seems to have it in his arm. Is he down? Well, they don't review it. Bell takes the snap, launches toward the end zone. And it's incomplete out of the back of the end zone, intended for Jazz Reynolds. Oklahoma snapped the ball so fast, even if David Ames wanted to stop it in the replay booth, he didn't do it quickly enough.
Nice heads-up play by the Oklahoma sidelines, understanding that could have turned the other way, and they run right to it.
Now you know why they call it Bedlam. That's what it has turned into here, especially in the final moments. 49 seconds to go. 3rd and 10. Field goal really does them no good. Down by 4 and only 1 timeout left.
Cowboys are dropping 8.
And rush 3, Bell all kinds of time. Very close to the line as he throws for Jalen Saunders, who has a first down. At the 17-yard line, they'll stop the clock to move the chains.
Good awareness by Bell of understanding where he's on the field and understanding where his receivers are, reading the progression on the run.
Bell throws, single coverage, end zone, incomplete. Looking for Jazz Reynolds. Tyler Patman had the coverage. On the line of scrimmage on the previous play, the 30-yard line. And
yes, good awareness.
He's behind the line.
Good awareness by Bell where he is and awareness of where his receivers are on the field. Dangerous throw across his body, but it worked out.
2nd and 10. They have the 1 timeout to go. Just inside the 18-yard line. Bell pressured even with the soft rush. Out in the flat place to get out of bounds. Gets the first down, then goes out of bounds. 1st and goal. They're going to mark it at the 7-yard line. And now plenty of time.
Nice job of avoiding the tackle. Joe Mitchell getting extra yards and the awareness to get out of bounds.
Mike Gundy all the way down near the 10-yard line to call a timeout with his defense on its heels.
How about the response from both offenses? Answering each challenge with their own. And right here, Sean, this is a good awareness by Brennan Clay. And Mitchell, if he gets him on the ground, that clock is running. But Clay has the awareness to break the tackle and fight for the extra yards and get out of bounds.
It's good awareness if Mitchell doesn't tackle him in bounds. But he made the play. And let's go back to the near interception by Gilbert. Looked to us live like he had it. They never did stop the game to review it because the Sooners snapped the ball so quickly.
See where he comes back down.
Well, there. It's when he hits the ground, though, that it pops out. And in my opinion, it's a good call.
Yep. Tough call, good call.
Incomplete it.
Bang, bang. Play defense.
1st and goal from the 7. Bell, a threat to run, particularly with a timeout left. He throws, far corner of the end zone. Saunders again. Touchdown. Definitely a catch. Both feet in bounds. Possession the whole way. Saunders, who helped turn the game for Oklahoma last year with a punt return for a score, returned another punt for a score today, and now has the go-ahead touchdown with 19 seconds to go. Honeycutt's extra point makes it a 3-point game. Oklahoma State on the wrong end of this rivalry so often over the years, and today a comfortable favorite on the verge of losing again.
Well, how about Blake Bell throwing it to the back pylon? It's all set up. We have double slants. What that does is hopefully you knock off defenders and you run to the back flag. This is a timing route all the way. Saunders does a good job of pushing inside on Johnson. The ball's thrown to the back flag, perfectly timed, well executed. Saunders secures the catch, getting both feet in bounds. Blake Bell leading his team down the field for the game-winning drive, executing under pressure.
He was 5 out of 8 on the drive for 57 yards. When you talk about how crazy games can be, particularly rivalry games, I mean, Blake Bell seemed to be the logical choice to start the second half. He started 8 games this year. Bob Stoops went to Kendall Thompson at quarterback, who played in 1 game all year and thrown 4 passes. But at crunch time, Bell took them 66 yards in 8 plays. Just a minute 27 to do it. Credit both offenses for delivering down the stretch. Nick Hodgson picks off, squibs it, gets a nice bounce for the Cowboys. And it's returned by Teddy Johnson.
You have 2 timeouts to work with. You can work the ball into the middle of the field, and you want to get yourself in position so that Chel has enough room, enough arm strength to throw the Hail Mary into the end zone.
And a field goal would get them into overtime. Ben Grogan has a long this season of 41. That includes one he kicked today. He had one other 41-yarder. Just 2 for 5 beyond 40 yards, though. Chel, 4-man rush. They got close, and he throws incomplete. Had to get rid of it. 3 seconds come off the clock. Striker and Tapper among those applying the pressure.
Mike Stoops is playing man-to-man with safety deep. He trusts his guys to make plays. Aggressive till the end.
Three wide receivers to the left of Clint Chel. 4-man rush, and again he's pressured. Killing valuable time. Tapper takes him down back at the 31. 2 seconds to go. 1. And a timeout called by Oklahoma State.
Well, somebody that stepped up and is making plays all day is your defensive end Tapper. Now watch the separation he'll create with his inside right arm, then use his speed to get around the corner. See that push? He creates a separation with that sleeved arm and has the speed and agility to finish. Chel.
That is the first official sack of the game for either team from Tapper, the sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland. His team leading total now 5.5 sacks. And it's going to take a miracle if Oklahoma State is going to win a share of the Big 12 title. Gentleman in the hat on the right of your picture just went out of the screens. Joe Castiglione, the Oklahoma athletic director, does such a great job. And we said before the game, hey, if we win today, we're alive for a possible at-large BCS berth. They can't win the Big 12, but at 10-2, they're certainly in the conversation, particularly with Northern Illinois losing last month.
Yeah, they are. Really a great win and 10-win season again, but a good lesson to be learned for young players at Blake Bell as you get ready to run. Never gave up. Trevor Knight was the starter, stayed in the game, and here you go.
Now it's going to take a miracle of 70 yards for Chel. They rush 4. They'll try to lateral it around the field. Seals, Stewart, rolling. They're going the wrong way. It's over the head of Chel. And it is run into the end zone by Erik Striker for a touchdown on the last play of this Bedlam game that lived up to its name. Oklahoma upsets Oklahoma State. Sooners said they weren't playing to be spoilers. This game means much more than that, and they had much more than that to play for. But they do deprive their in-state rival of any chance now at the Big 12 title. The winner of the Baylor-Texas game will be the Big 12 champion outright and get the automatic berth into the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. Here's Shannon Spake.
All right, Coach, let's get this straight. You come into the second half without your starting quarterback. You throw an interception. You go for a fake field goal. What were the emotions like in the last 2 quarters?
Well, I'm really proud of the players. They hung in there with all the injuries. Now we lose our quarterback. Blake Bell came in, was fabulous. Kendall Thompson did a nice job. Kids just kept fighting, you know, and we got a few breaks.
Tell me about that last drive with Bell and Saunders, watching that kind of take place.
Well, you know, Jalen can make people miss him. He's hard to cover. And Blake throws a good ball. He stayed in there, was ready to play, and he made some big plays down the stretch.
The decision to stick with Thompson despite the interception instead of going straight to Blake Bell, why did you guys make that?
Well, our game plan coming in was a lot of the zone read, a lot of the option game with the quarterback running, and Kendall does that, you know, pretty well as well. So that was the reason.
Thanks, Coach. We'll let you get to your celebration. Jalen Saunders, what back-to-back big plays in this Bedlam game? When they called your name and you knew the ball was coming to you in the end zone, what goes through your mind?
You know, just keep your composure. You know what you got to do. You know, stay disciplined in your route.
I saw you having some fun with the fans behind the bench. Can you just describe what this Bedlam game is like for you guys?
You know, there's a lot, trash talking going on with the fans and us, but I felt like that helped us, whatnot, get the game going, whatnot. So it was an excellent job by our team today.
When you caught the ball and you knew that you got the touchdown, what do you think? Another big game, another big play.
Man, I was just real happy to catch the ball, just knowing I just won the game for us.
All right, well, we'll let him get to the celebration. We're going to try to get some more players down here in just a bit. Big game. We have Blake Bell and Michael Honeycutt down here. Well, okay, so they come into the second half, and you know that your starting quarterback is out, but you know that you have the ability to win this game. What was the second half like for you guys?
Well, I mean, originally coming out, I was just trying to get warm and loose, and knowing my time is coming, then I was going to be ready for it.
What did you see on the game-winning touchdown that you knew that was going to work for you guys?
Well, I just saw Jalen one-on-one with that guy, and he had a great route, and I put it out there for him. He did a great job catching it.
Were there any doubts, just considering the fact that you hadn't played the first half, and I saw you trying to get warmed up on the sideline for a while?
Well, yeah, I was just getting warm was a big deal, and other than that, I was just excited to be out there and help my team win.
All right, Michael Honeycutt, the kicker who made the touchdown. First of all, I got to ask you about getting tackled by Caleb Levy. That was a big hit you took there. Most guys wouldn't be able to recover.
Yeah, it was a big hit, but I'm just glad I got a touchdown, and I'm just glad I got the win today.
So they give you the call, and they tell you that it's going to go to you, and you're going to have to run it in. What do you think?
I'm excited. Big game, third quarter, it's down a couple points. Good to get a score and get the momentum back.
What does it mean to be part of this Bedlam rivalry and now to go down as a kicker who made a touchdown in this Bedlam rivalry?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm really glad to get a touchdown in this rivalry game. I'm glad I got the win for all our seniors today. They deserved it.
Thank you very much. You guys go enjoy this celebration. What a day here at Bedlam. A very cold day and a very great football game.
It was a classic, befitting a rivalry of this magnitude and this history. And the history dramatically in favor of Oklahoma delivers a punishing blow to Oklahoma State. Be sure to tune in to ABC tonight, 8 Eastern, the Dr. Pepper ACC Championship game, number 1 Florida State and number 22. That's tonight on ABC. Now for Shannon and Chris, Sean McDonough. So long. Let's head to the studio for the post-game report.